is when I share my screen, and hopefully I cleared off the nude pictures that I've got here. Yes, I did. Okay, great. Sharing screen now. When I share my screen, I thought if I start at the level that like, hey, here's where we're all at. We're on our, basic Facebook profile. And then how do we get to where we do our, Facebook ads and everything? And then where do we go from there? And if we start at this very basic level and then get to where we need to go together and then pull Matt in for questions when we need to, I figured that would be like the best way to do it. So that's how I thought it would be cool to do. So here's my Sandy Burnett profile. And then I'm going to put my faces over here. And then how I get to it is I switch over to that broker girl or I have like a million business accounts. You may only have one. Actually, what I think I'll do is I'll switch to Team TBG because most of us are realtors here. And so would anybody in this call or in this webinar not be making an ad based on trying to get, real estate like awareness? Would anybody be like not aimed at that level? Okay, so I think I'm going to kind of like aim this webinar towards that. And if I need to do another Facebook ads webinar that's aimed towards entrepreneurs in general in the future, I can do that. However, there's actually different rules that we need to follow as real estate agents. I love that this is what fucking pulls up, by the way, on my fucking when I share my screen. Okay, so anyway, this is the type of shit that I look at in my feed. So don't you love that? Anyway, up here is Meta and the ad center and everything else. Okay. So if we go into, I belong to this real estate memes rated R Facebook group, by the way, and 10 out of 10, I fucking recommend this group. It is hilarious. And if you join it, you have to like follow the rules. You have to post a meme, like an offensive meme within a certain amount of time of joining, or else they kick you out. And then you cannot report anybody. Like you have to follow all these rules. It's fucking awesome. I love being in there. So anyway, so that's why that showed up. I love that group. It's great. It's where I get a lot of my comedic material. So as you can see, it switched me back to my That Broker Girl account because that is like, frankly, the one that I'm in the most. So I'm going back to my Team TBG one. The reason that I'm in my Team TBG one, Matt, by the way, how's my gain? Can you hear like my dogs with their bones or anything, or am I okay?
You're okay.
Okay.
Actually, the microphone's not picking up the.
Okay, good. All right. So the difference between my accounts, by the way, guys, I've got Sandy Burnett. Guess what? That's my name. That's my personal account. On Facebook, that is my personal profile. That is not my page. My page is That Broker Girl. Okay. Team TBG. Okay. So That Broker Girl is over here, which is what I concentrate on growing the most. That Broker Girl has been growing like crazy. It shows how much growth I've been getting, which is 91% reach. And then the Instagram is what I'm concentrating on the most, which is like, obviously a lot more reach and growth here. Team TBG, I created, stands actually for Team That Broker Girl. The reason I call it Team TBG is because in certain states, I couldn't name my team that broker team. I couldn't call a team the word broker in a team. So I just called it Team TBG. So that is just a little history lesson for Team TBG in case you ever wanted to know why the fuck I just named a team a bunch of letters. So Team TBG's page here, as you can see, I focus more on Instagram. And up here, this is how you get to what you need to get to. So you go into your meta and then you go down to all tools. Okay, now we're talking. Now this is where you need to go. All right. I'm going to go down to ads manager. I did write this all down, by the way. I can post a picture of my shitty notes if you'd like it. No problemo. This is like a draft that I was creating yesterday, and I can show you why I created this draft in the form that I did. In creating this draft, in this ad draft, you actually create this umbrella essentially. You create an ad, and then that's an umbrella underneath another ad underneath another ad. Okay. And so I was kind of practicing and playing around. So I started with boss bitch, and then I created boss puppy underneath it. And then I created boss embryo underneath that. And then I was like arguing with who I was messing around with. I'm like, is it zygote or embryo? And yeah, so I don't know. And if you guys know, please let me know in the comments. Anyway, so that's what this draft is. So what this is basically what we're going to work on building. We're going to build our own, whatever the hell we want to build all over again. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to create. We're going to create a new campaign. Okay. I'm going to go over these different like formats. Okay. And take a sip. You need to choose your objective. Awareness builds your reach, your brand awareness. It gets you more video views. If you've got like, obviously we don't have like stores or whatever, but more if you have a restaurant or whatever, and you're trying to get people out there, that'd be great. If you want more traffic, let me scroll down a little bit. Link clicks, landing page views, lead gen, things like, or not lead gen, but link clicks, landing page views. And on these, you can, damn it. Okay, let me click this. Yeah, there we go. So I can hover over the eye, and then it can tell us everything we would like to know. For instance, reach the maximum number of people who may be interested in your brand awareness, reaching people who are more likely to remember you. Obviously, that is a really big challenge for us as agents. Video views, reaching more people who are likely to watch your video, and more people who are using the physical location for your business, blah, 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 blah. Traffic. Okay, you have to click here, go across, and then go down, guys. I want to go over these because you want to know the difference between these ads. Okay. You want to, for traffic, you're going for link clicks on your website, your app, or your Facebook event if you're trying to promote an event. Landing page views, we all know landing pages, if we have our websites going and things like that. Messenger and WhatsApp. I can do some really good trainings on messengers, on Facebook Messenger, and I'm sure Matt can too. I'm sure you've got some good training up your sleeve on that type of stuff. We can talk offline on that. Matt and I were just talking about some really cool things where if people, have you seen those things where people are, have you noticed when people are saying type a certain word in the comments on a post? If they say type right now or type now in the comments, that will send you a message. It can send you a Facebook message. These are all certain things that can occur, very special things that can be set up. And then calls. Get people who may be interested in your business to call you. Engagement. Get more messages, video views, post engagement, page likes or event responses, Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, video views. Matt, by the way, since you're a foreigner, I want to know like what the big deal is about WhatsApp. I don't know anything about WhatsApp, and we need to talk about WhatsApp at some point because I don't have WhatsApp.
All right, sure.
Reach people who are more likely to watch your video, post engagement, get people to interact with your posts, and conversions. Get people to view content, contact your business, add to a wish list, take other action with your website or app. Leads. Obviously, who doesn't want leads? Okay. Instant forms, Messenger. Okay. Instant forms, people willing to share their contact information, filling out a form. Messenger, people willing to share their contact information and other details through chat. Conversion, get people to share their contact information, complete a registration form, submit application, and then calls, get people to call you. All right. App promotion, obviously app installs, app events. What's app events? In-app purchases or take other action in your app. Okay. And then sales, conversions, catalog sales, Messenger and WhatsApp, and calls. Okay. So as a real estate agent, you would be looking for awareness, traffic, engagement, and leads. Okay. Those are the things you're looking for. So the first step to building an ad or a campaign is awareness. You need them to understand who the hell you are. That is the first step. You need to build out a campaign first. All right. The first step is awareness. The second step is traffic. The third step is engagement. And the fourth step is leads. They need to know, before they trust you, and then before they're going to ever think about engaging with you or buying a house with you. It is like a whole thing. So all right, as real estate agents, how many times do we get leads that are just pure bullshit, pure garbage? Fine, you Zillow dazzled them, realtor.com dazzled them. They filled out some shit online, and then you cannot get a hold of them to save your life, right? You're trying to chase them down. They will not call you back. You know what I mean? The key to this whole thing, if it's executed correctly, is that they are primed, prepped, and ready for you and only you because they want you. That's the key. Okay. If executed correctly. So let's build out an awareness ad. Any questions so far? Okay. All righty. This is where I put that like boss bitch umbrella thing. That name's taken, and also I felt it was rather uncreative. Anybody want to come up with a better name? Bueller?
I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're just gonna do grandpa. That's all we got, guys. Holly doesn't have anything for me.
Queen broke herself. Lori said.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do grandpa what? Man, I feel like grandpa that broker grandpa. All right. Okay. This is what we got. And then now, special ad categories. As a real estate agent, you must select a special ad category, and that special ad category is housing. Remember how you have to have your basically your queen broker girl. I love you, Loria. You know how you have to have a seller fill out a seller's disclosure form? This is you filling out your don't sue me form on Facebook ads. Okay. So housing, this is you filling out your like fair housing thing, ads for real estate listings, homeowners insurance, mortgage loans, or other related opportunities. This is your don't sue me category, essentially. Does that make sense? Okay. So if you are not running ads aimed at, if you're not a real estate agent, so if you are never going to post content on your page that's aimed at consumers, does this make sense? So that broker girl side of things, I'm probably not going to hit the housing category because I'm aimed at real estate agents. I'm aimed at entrepreneurs. I'm not aimed at consumers. Okay. On Team TBG, which is where we're building this ad out, I'm hitting the housing category. I'm hitting fair housing. Okay. So I hope that I've made this explanation. I hope I've fucking beat this dead horse to a pulp for you. God, YouTube is not going to monetize me, Matt. I just want to make that clear. All right. So, and this, if you want more information, this gives you more information on that. That just was the Sandy Burnett, long and short of it. Okay. All righty. So, none of this, I was about to be like, none of this matters, but really this was kind of already selected for you. So don't worry about it. And then the A/B test, don't really quite worry about that until you get to like in the weeds detailed on it. But A/B test, Matt, why don't you explain a little bit about it just so that they understand what it is?
A/B testing is just like you're posting the same content with or to the same content with for example, you just change a little bit the graphics or the captioning or what it's going to be the call to action. So basically A/B testing is the testing the first like for example, call to action, and then testing the second call to action, which one works better or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then so then you'll figure out, is it A that does better or B that does better? And then you don't have to like recreate a whole fucking ad and like figure it out from scratch, you know? Like that's A/B testing, and marketing companies do that shit all the time. Okay, so for the campaign budget, you can choose from like daily, lifetime, and I am not a rich woman. So like literally like just do $2 a day or whatever. Who cares? You know? Um, and then boom, that's really all we need. Highest volume, that's it. Next. Okay, so now we're on the next page. Now we do what did we do? That grandpa. What did we do? That grandpa. What did we do?
Grandpa, that broker
Damn it.
girl,
You're
grandpa.
breaking up. Shit. Somebody type it. What'd I do? Oh, that
Like,
broker grandpa. I see it up there. So that broker daddy.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Got it. So I know how to read now. That's a skill that I picked up as a result of my real estate career. I am a licensed real estate agent, and I can also read good. So that broker grandpa, that broker daddy is up there. Now we've got our we set a performance goal. So what's our performance goal going to be? Do we want to have a maximum reach of ads, maximum number of impressions, maximum ad recall lift? When I was messing around yesterday and building out my other fake ad, I tried to do the maximum through play 15-second video because I felt like this was what I wanted, actually. But for some reason it actually messed up like everything. So I'm gonna have to figure this out later. But I felt like this was, Matt, I felt like this was like the goal that I would want. So I would want somebody to watch 15 seconds of my video. And I'm gonna show you guys why later. Facebook lets you, have you ever wondered how you can, why the fuck this same person keeps showing up in front of you over and over, and their different stuff over and over, and their different ads over and over? It's because they're retargeting you. If you watch more than 3 seconds of their content and you stopped scrolling and things like that, I can teach you how to set that all up. And that's what they're doing to you. Okay. And they actually set that up. If anybody like Julie watches, if she watches more than 3 seconds of a video that I'm playing, I want my next video to play in front of her again, you know? And so that's what's happening. Right. And so I was like, ooh, I really want blah, 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 blah to happen. Right. Okay. And so that's what was going on. So, but again, the first time is I want them to know who the fuck I am. That's first and foremost. I want them to know who Sandy Burnett is, or who Team TBG is. Okay. Who is Team TBG? Who are we? What's going on? You know, that type of thing. Okay. So, maximum reach of ads, maximum number of impressions, or maximize ad recall lift. Matt, of those 3 things, what do you think would be the best thing?
Well, first of all, when we are starting a campaign, we need to build our awareness. So we have to get the people know us. All right. The second thing is to build a trust. And lastly is to convert those, trust to sales. So for the brand awareness, I think what we're gonna
Probably that first one, then, if we just want to reach as many people as possible, right?
right, exactly.
Okay.
Uh each
And
is
then the
like
second one, we would probably run another ad just to get as many impressions, right?
probably after, let's say, a week. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. So then what I was thinking, we start it, let's say tomorrow, end it, you said a week, basically.
Yep.
End it in a week, essentially.
Exactly.
Okay. And then, so here's the cool thing, you guys. You can actually take a whole list like of, let's say you can take a whole like the Quad City area realtors. You can take, this is where it gets crazy. You can take, this is about to blow your guys' mind. If you don't know much about Facebook ads, hold on to your seats. Okay. Now you cannot mess with this part because you are limited to demographics. These are locked. You can't touch, you can touch countries, but obviously you want anybody buying a house inside the United States. Am I right? You can't touch these demographics because of fair housing. Okay. However, down here, this is where it gets really fun. And let me stop share for a second and grab my photos. Matt taught me to make sure to stop my screen share while I look up my photos. God bless Matt.
Yeah. Just to add up, it's really great to use the Facebook ads compared to boosting your post in Facebook, because it gives us this option to target a specific audience, which Sandy is also explaining earlier.
So check this out. Okay, so up here or down here, we've got Advantage Plus, learn more. Hi. Okay, so we've got show more. Okay. Down here, detailed targeting. Okay. So this is where you can start to search things like Zillow. So anybody who has searched, who has additional interests in Zillow. So let's say they've been searching for Zillow. Okay. And they've also searched for, or they've searched for their first time home buyers. They've searched for, or their first time home buyer grants, things like that. Now, what I did ask about, which I'm not sure about, is does Facebook know how long ago they've searched these terms? You know what I'm saying? How long ago they've held these interests. Okay. And the person helping me does not know the answer to this question. So beware of that, but Facebook knows that they have these interests. So when you start to think realtor.com, you can add things like, really get creative on those terms. You might not want to put like Remax or something because you might get a bunch of agents in your target on accident. Okay. So be careful of what you put. But if you put Zillow, you're probably getting a bunch of buyers or sellers that you're going to want in your targeting on your ads. Okay. And then let's see here. Yeah. So we got that. And then I just went with Facebook's recommended placement. Matt, do you have anything to add on that? just like from what I put.
No, it's fine. It's fine. And
The
then I'm also searching the,
Go ahead.
timeline when people search for those keywords and whatnot. So let me go back to you guys for an answer if I can find one.
And then you can actually also there was one more thing that I am supposed to show you, which was here. So you don't want to accidentally only do the United States. I almost forgot to show you this. You want to do. So what I did was Iowa, for instance, wherever. Oops, shit. Come on, Sandy.
Yeah, because as a real estate agent, we would have to like target specific audience that is, in our realm.
I'll show you this. Yeah, exactly. And then what I ended up doing was I drug it over to where like I was at. Instead of typing in exactly where I was at, I drug it over to where I was at. And then I dropped the pin to where I wanted to be. Let's just say like Bettendorf, for instance, is like where I specialize in. And then in the pin, it says plus 15 miles. I selected the range of how many miles I wanted to be. You know what I mean? So that's what I chose. It was like 25 miles. Within 25 miles of this, like I know it's not quite reaching Clinton, so I know that's okay, that's good with me, that type of thing. So I felt like that was a good range right there. You can obviously get way into the weeds on this for your first basic ad here. Matt, go on. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you there. I just wanted to make sure I showed them that. You can do it differently, but I wanted to make sure I.
Yeah, it's actually what I was about to say. Target a specific audience in a specific demographics. We don't want to target the whole United States, where in fact our license is only in, for example, Iowa or Illinois.
Totally. Exactly. Yep. Okay, cool. So, oops. Yep. Or the entire earth. Like, all right. Well, anyway, I fucked up that map. So the pin was still dropped. I just zoomed out like way out like crazy. Okay. So I went next. And now we have to build out our ad. Okay. It still thinks I want to use that broker girl. I'm back on Team TBG here. I'm going to name this ad That Broker Kid. And then the Instagram and the Facebook account are my Team TBG ones. So that's the one. So like make sure it's the one that you want to use. Okay. Make sure it's not the ones you don't want to use. Okay. Now we're going to actually set up our ad. Okay. We did all that homework. Now we're actually setting up our ad 40 minutes later. Okay. Ad setup. Create ad, use existing post, or use Creative Hub mockup. So we're going to create an ad. And I'm thinking video always does best. I personally would suggest video. carousel, amazing image, but I'm like such a video girl. Like video, we all know video stops the scroll. You got to get like good video editor, things like that. So okay, so let's do video. And then this is where I had fun yesterday, because this is where you got to help me out, Matt. I don't even understand what this is like talking about. Single image or video. I have people for this, you guys. And then this is where I'm selecting the media, right?
Yeah, it's either, so what kind of like media you would like to
So it's for brand awareness. I want it to be like, who is Team TBG? Who, obviously, that broker girl's the lead of Team TBG. So like, who are we? Like, something for brand awareness, like feeds, in-stream ads, videos, and reels. It's trying to like suggest some stuff, obviously, but then it's giving a bunch of errors and stuff. So what do we do?
what's the error? Let me go. Too small, pieces, larger image. Okay. It needs like a better, photo, larger pixels.
Yeah, it's trying to choose my cover photo on my fucking Facebook page. Like I would ever run that as, don't run your fucking cover photo as a pro tip, guys. Don't do that. Create your own video for it, like be running a cool video. In the words of the Real Housewives, don't be all like uncool. Instant experience option is moved. Like I care. I don't even know how to do ads. Okay, so edit media, turn into video. No. So this part is actually where I got held up last time.
Can you go ahead and try edit media, Sandy?
This edit
Yeah,
media.
Yeah. And the photos right there. You can choose any video or photo. Just any photo there. Yeah, that one. Okay. So which like kind of
I mean, that'd be the dumbest ad, but like for the sake of just moving along, you guys, we'll just pretend like this would be a smart ad to do. Sex sells, guys. Okay, so and then primary text, Team TBG, like
for adding the text, by the way, you have to make sure that you are putting the juicy hook in the beginning of
Matt, you have taught me so much about juicy hooks. It's not even funny. You have changed my business with that.
right. You cannot like, thank you, Sandy, you're welcome. What I mean is that you cannot put a text there, going like around the bush and not, direct to the point. You would have to be really direct to the point when you are putting a text or a caption.
Yeah.
For example, real estate. Um, we were able to find a home for our client who's looking for a house in months, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
Yeah, Laria, correct.
yeah.
Something that catches the target of or audience attention. That's cute.
That picture's perfect, Sandy. I don't know what you're talking about. Just saying.
um, you know what I mean? And so you have to like turn that into a story kind of, you know, right?
Yeah. Like a story caption, like telling
Uh-huh.
a story when you're captioning.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. So, and then do you know what URL parameters are? To the end of your website, track where your visitors are coming from. Huh.
For first timers, when you're just creating like brand awareness for your social media, I don't think that, we would have to add our like website already because that confuses people.
Okay.
We have Yeah, we have to focus on like growing our social media.
Got it. We're not really trying to do calls to action yet. We're just
Or to
like
say
putting ourselves in front of them.
correct for brand
Got it.
awareness.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's because I selected that picture from that broker girl thing. That's what happened. That's why it's mad at me for that. But that's just why it's doing that to me. But I'm not going to publish it anyway. But since I went through all the work of picking up this or setting up this ad, I might pick a picture and we might run an ad for Team TBG because couldn't hurt. We could figure something out. $2 a day, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's talk real quick in the 10 minutes we have left about retargeting. I want to show you guys this because it's super powerful. Back in Meta and oh, that's not right. Meta, all tools. There we go. Ad manager. It's probably in campaigns, right? In the do you know what I'm talking about?
Sorry, what was that again?
For the retargeting?
Retargeting. For example, when you already created a campaign and then you wanted to like retarget it.
Yeah. Do I have to go into a current ad?
Hang on.
Okay, how about we do this? we'll do a follow-up video on it so that we don't go crazy taking up your time. It's actually extremely powerful. But what you can do is you can actually find you find people that have watched your videos for 3 seconds, 15 seconds, however long, and then you can target them again and and then put the next thing in front of them and the next thing in front of them. And that's where things get extremely powerful. And so that's how things get very, that's exactly how everybody's doing it to you. So if you ever wondered how they're doing it, this is how they're doing it. This is the back end of Facebook. This is where they're doing it, how they're doing it. And I hope that it was helpful for you. We can do a little follow-up mini post on that retargeting. It moves around. The shitty thing is, what is crazy is that your back end, looks different than my back end. Like your meta, where you find things, your ads manager, your business suite, all of that stuff, it's all going to look different. And it's all going to be set up differently than mine. It's insane. So, I don't know why Facebook has it set up that way. I don't know why they don't have a consistent setup or anything like that, but they choose to keep things interesting. So I don't they really do choose to keep it interesting. That's right, Matt.
Yeah, Facebook is actually very whatchamacallit, like it's all over, but when you get used to it, like it will be easier for you guys, especially for Facebook ads, because there are a lot of things that we have to consider when creating a Facebook ad. However, when we get to know, like when we are doing that Facebook ads, for example, for a month, it will be easier for us to target the audience the next time that we're going to be creating an ad. And it's what's really great thing about creating Facebook ads is that it's very powerful, because there's actually like approximately 2 billion people who's using Facebook right now. So creating Facebook ad is really a powerful tool when it comes to targeting your audience, brand awareness, or generating leads for sales, conversions, compared to other ads, for example Instagram ads, or Instagram boosting your post on Instagram. So yeah, Facebook ads is really a great tool.
So next week, we will do a little bit of a follow-up on this one at some point, guys. And we'll go more in depth on this, because we have only scratched the surface. This was just like a totally like a baby tutorial. And next week is an extremely special WTF Wednesday. A super near and dear to my heart guest, Courtland Warren, is a motivational speaker, and he is going to be gracing us with his presence. He has given me the tools. I'm very careful with my words when it comes to Courtland Warren, because I don't want to say that this man has changed my life, because I feel like he would slap me upside my head if I said that. He has given me the tools to change my life, and I've done a lot of hard work based on a lot of things that he has taught me in a short amount of time that I have known since meeting this man. And when I say short amount of time, I spent a weekend with this man, and what he is going to do is pack a shit ton of that knowledge that he taught me into like a half hour, as long as as long as he'll grace us with his presence for on the next WTF Wednesday. This man is going to fire off a machine gun full of motivation at all of us and just fire it at us. And I hope that you'll enjoy what he has to give us. It's going to fire you up. So anyway, that will be our next episode of WTF Wednesday. Thanks again for tuning in. And I look forward to seeing